Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Gemini for the month of March 2023. So before I begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who's returning to this monthly series and to also welcome anyone who's new to the Angelic Wisdom community. First, I'd just like to ask you to remember to subscribe, just like the all notification bell, like, dislike, and leave comments. This is so important as you never know how your insights may complete the messages that have been received. And so please, I know it's vulnerable, but be open to sharing that because in doing so, what you've received, you've now also given, and that is the practice of oneness at its most basic form. Um, Also, I'd just like to remind you, if you're looking for an angel reading with me, um, you can go to my current website, theangelscope.com/services. You can select the first time promotional offer. I've extended it for March because it's my birthday month coming up, and so I wanted to give you a gift as well. And if you'd like to contribute to my channel, you can go to my PayPal me link, which you can find in the description area below. And whatever it is that you give will be greatly appreciated, and it goes back into the channel. So I thank you very much for that. Also, I've already posted the monthly general reading for March 2023, just earlier today on the day I'm recording this. And so please make sure you check that out. I'm going to link this Oracle deck that I've just started using. I've had it for a year. I was using it when I first got it, but it has really become the tool that I think I'm ready for right now. And it's called the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. This is a great deck. I didn't know how it was going to be useful to me in my collection, but it has become an invaluable tool, especially with the energies and the frequencies and the shifts that I've been going through personally, which has been incredible. But this has helped me to really manage those higher frequencies so much easier. And so this is a part of my healing meditation practice. So this is the deck I'm using right now. I get up in the morning, I pull a card to see what kind of healing practice I need for that day, and it's really helping me to align the energies and so forth. So just want to put that out to you for those of you who might be going through similar things and finding that the energies are just a bit intense. But please go watch the monthly video. And here is oh, and one more thing I was going to say about that. Probably going to do a review of that deck after I just go through and maybe study it a little bit more before I do it pretty soon. All right, so the card in the center for the format of the reading will represent the archangel that we're working with this month. And then the cards on the left and the right will represent the Major Arcana theme, which is like what are the major lessons, challenges, influences, energies, etc., playing out and creating the circumstances that we're seeing. And this card on the right from the Minor Arcana is going to show us how it's showing up in your day-to-day awareness and how it might be affecting you and how you can work with it. So let's take a deep breath together now. And as you take another deep breath, breathe into your heart space with the intention of opening the doors to your heart and letting all of your brilliant light enfold you and shine out into the world. So the angels were showing me the angel number 680 as I was just doing that with you. And so let's take a look at the message here. So it says, God has heard and answered your prayers to be relieved of financial stress so that all of your earthly needs are met. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how they get into that for you. So, it's telling you that all of your, prayers have been heard, and that, you know, they heard you about needing to be relieved of financial stress. So that gives me a sense of pay attention, and pay attention, um, to be able to pay attention to the universe. That also means to take care of your vibration, take care of your well being, your body, and your soul, so that you can be clear of sort of the extraneous um, information and the distractions, and really hone in on um, the priority. Now, they're saying for you, Gemini, the priority is rest. They're saying that you've had a lot of heart upheaval lately, and there's something you've been experiencing in the brain. So I'm thinking it's like headaches or something, or just a lot of overactivity. I feel like they're showing me the pelvis region as well, and your spine. So I feel like if you've been sitting up a lot, um, and without proper support, this is something like that you need to address, and that you need to rest your body more, um, and also to make sure they're showing me the lungs too, to make sure you take a deep breath. Make sure that your environment, the air that you're breathing, is pure. If you're not, if you're in a city like I am, then make sure you get out in nature. But they're showing me a mop. So they're saying that you need to make sure that you're keeping your environment clean. It's like a duster mop, like one of those dusters, but not the ones that throw the dust out. It's like a Swiffer duster, but it's a floor one, and I've never seen it anywhere. But those trap the dust. But basically, you need to make sure that you keep your environment clean. I don't know why they were showing me a pair of skates that were one skate, like the old white ones with the wheels on it, and it was upside down. Um, I've never seen that as a vision or symbolism for me to speak upon. But in my first instinct is, okay, it's like the hangman, right? And it's this sense of, they're writing the word separation. And I feel like they're talking in terms of um, separation, separation from oneness. They're writing the word inequality, like as if we're focused a lot on inequality. And what we have to be careful is being aware of things, but not, and being aware of them, doing your part as you are called to do it, and knowing when you're called and when you're not called. And also there's a thing of knowing, of advocating, but not putting your energy in that injustice, because then you become tainted with the energy, and then you will lose sight of your goal in the ways that the universe would be navigating you through, without being um, dragged down by the energy. But you're meant to be a light, like that upholds up that energy as you walk through it, and uplifts, helps to uplift others in their struggle for equality. But you cannot get dragged down by it. So just pay attention to, you know, when you're, so I guess the signs that they're saying is like you'll start to not take care of yourself. That's when you know that you're too invested. When your stuff starts to fall apart, then you're too invested. You've lost a sense of priority, purpose, and the true purpose, and you've lost your balance. So they want you to take a moment, like I guess the hangman thing, to like kind of look at this thing from the right perspective, see it through spirit's eyes and what it really wants you to focus on. So you just got to reassess and get back to that pure intention that they were giving you. All right, so let's take a look at the Archangel. All right, so when you have Archangel Metatron coming in, it really says that you have an important life purpose goal right now. And your service, your life purpose goal is one of high service. You are bringing in your work of equality and justice is not just for this level of the world, but it's for the ascension, the ascension process, or the ascended world, or the ascended earth, the where oneness is the matrix of our society. That's where we're heading towards. So open your open up your mind and your heart to that vision of oneness. Start asking Archangel Metatron to work with you to bring in the vision of oneness for whatever it is that you're working on in terms of justice and equality, or however it is that you're being called to articulate it. But ask Archangel Metatron to give you that sort of transcendent vision of your purpose, because you might be too focused or entrenched in the old agenda. And you say, well, how can the agenda of injustice or justice and injustice and equality be old? Because it is. And we've been like doing it forever, and the kind of progress that we're making is like forever, right? I mean, the thing idea here is that there is a higher goal and a higher perspective and a higher vision of truth and clarity that has not been accessed yet. And when it does, see, the highest vibration rules. And when it does, everything has to link up with it because it's that powerful. And so it won't continue to be the struggle that you're always experiencing, not at the level that just tires you out and makes many people give up, and allows the injustice and inequality to sort of fester and rebuild and come back stronger, that somebody's got to go through the whole process of trying to make that change happen. That's what's been happening over and over again. The way we're hitting at it, it doesn't do much, but it then resurfaces, regroups, rebuilds, comes back stronger. And then somebody has to go come in again and punch. So the thing is, there is a higher calling here. There's a higher vision that has not been seen. And I'm seeing Apollo coming forward, the sun god. And so there is a I feel like he's helping you to find that deeper level of vision and courage. He's sort of like a muse, if you will, of a very high vibration, and so you can really tap into um, him as a oracle or a muse of this clarity. He's working with Archangel Metatron. So together, this is really your calling. Whatever it is that, is going on in your life. And injustice and equality doesn't have to just be about the major political topics of the day. It could be related to so many smaller things that we take for granted. But that work shifts the energy on all levels of the dynamic of these two things. All right, so let's take a look at, okay, so the wheel. So this is indicating, with all these cherubs, they're so cute, the little kitties. This indicates a prosperous time of change. And with the word they're actually writing in front of me is alignment. See, we try to change things, we try to make things happen, but we never think about aligning with them first, aligning with what it is that we're seeking to implement. Line up with it first, then work from that platform on the change, be effective change. And that's how you'll really be effective. Get an alignment first. Be what it is that you're aiming for. So that's why, spend a little bit of time thinking about what it is, the purpose, like what is the real pure motive or agenda behind what you're thinking about needs to change. Don't come from the writing desperation, because if desperation is your motive, even though it's well-intentioned service, that is what you are going to achieve ultimately, is this sense of desperation at the end of the day. So you might reach the conclusion and there's just desperation is all that's there underlying the outcome. Make sure it's something pure. Make sure it's not revenge, like for an example, right? But they just wrote that as an example in front of me. Make sure that it's something that is a winning energy. The frequency that you're aiming for, you have a picture, you have a vision, you have it like I want things to be like this, but what's the energy underneath that? Because make sure you align with the energy that you really want to underscore your victory, your outcome, this change, so that underscoring energy matches the objective. That's when you'll feel successful. Wow, okay, it's starting to get a little dark because we're about to have a snowstorm here. The Six of Air. So this is sort of showing how this might show up for you in your day-to-day awareness. And like this card just kind of says to me, you kind of know when to walk away. You know when where when it's worth it, and when it's not worth it. And ultimately, I see this as a card of peace. That if whatever you're doing, your underlying motive is peace. And you got to sit down and really think about that, because you can't achieve peace for only one side. You got to achieve peace, true peace, for everyone. That's how your change will survive. No, excuse me. Cancel, Alt, Delete. That's how your change will thrive. That's when you really have given hope to the world. And be aware that that might just be your component. Like, it's like the Olympic race, or whatever, they're running with the torch, and then one person takes the torch and the next person takes on the torch. But if you have the right thing, and when you pass on the torch, you pass on the motive or the agenda, so that everybody gets it, and so that they all succeed in the same way that you have, because of the clarity that you have received. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of March.